Welcome to the home of WWE news, rumors, and gossip in real time. Click the bell, subscribe, and turn on all notifications today. Don't forget to become a channel member and send a super thanks donation below. And now, your host. He is the most consistent and dedicated in YouTube history, SeanzViewEnt.
Monday Night Raw is tonight, viewers, fans, and subscribers. Hopefully I'm coming in loud and clear. I want to know from the comment section, am I coming in loud and clear? Can you hear me good, viewers, fans, channel members? Let's get into the news, the rumors, because it is going to be heavy. It is going to be of blockbuster proportions. 6 days before WrestleMania 42, ladies and gentlemen, just 6 days away. And tonight we have the final stop of the red brand of Monday Night Raw on Netflix. But first of all, right at the top of the video, what was your thoughts, your opinions, your review of last night's AEW Dynasty? What was the match of the night, the moment of the night, the highlight of the night? Did you even watch it? Did you read the results? Did you see the highlights? What stood out to you? Maybe something bored you. Maybe something threw you off. Is it better than what we're going to get at WrestleMania? What did you think about the AEW pay-per-view last night? Did it run too long? Did it run too short? What about Chris Jericho losing his match, his first match back, and Chris Jericho comes up with a loss? You got to be kidding me on that one. Also, viewers, I want to know, because this show's about you. Without you, there is no Sean View. Do you like to see me in this kind of way, or would you rather see images or pictures as I'm doing this with my background talk, with me talking in the background? Or do you like this, or do you like it like this? I want to know from you guys. It's all about you. I want to give you the most interactive. I want to give you the most social. I want to give you the most intense. I want to give you the most volatile. So do you want graphics? Do you want pictures? Or do you actually want to see me while talking? What version of Sean View Entertainment do you want on this very website? Because we are here to satisfy your taste buds as it concerns all things professional wrestling. That's what we're here to do. And again, guys, it all boils down to your thoughts, your comments, and your feedback on what you want the show to look like, what you want it to sound like. Again, do you want me in front of the camera, or do you want me behind the camera with my voice but with pictures and images? What direction do you want to see this show go? And remember, without you, there is no Sean View. We prove it to you day in and day out. Also, guys, it's so important to become a channel member today. So important to become a channel member or donate with a super thanks donation in the comment section of this video right here and right now. But we have breaking stories, guys. Not one, not two, not three. We got 6 massive stories that we're going to bring to you and break to you, because that's what we do. We unload it, we unpack it, and we talk about it. So let's get into it right now. There is a name being discussed to protect both well, let's just back up for a second, because this is major, guys. This is pivotal. I can't even beat around the bush for this one, guys. You can't even lie about this one. Tonight, I have 6 stories that together paint the most complete picture of where the show actually stands heading into Las Vegas WrestleMania. There are injury concerns around the 2 men scheduled to main event the biggest show of the year. There is a name being discussed to protect both of them, and crash the WrestleMania 42 main event in the process. Yes, there is a ticket story that tells you something surprising about what WrestleMania and where WrestleMania 42 actually stands commercially right now. There is talent freedom. Again, there is a talent freedom story that WWE is handling very differently than most people expected. And there are 2 beloved performers whose injury timelines just got confirmed. And one of them involves a correction to a story that went dangerously wrong. 6 stories, 1 WrestleMania week, everything you need to know right here and right now this morning. Now, you're going to want to stay with me, because this is absolutely big. This is going to be historic. Welcome back to Sean View Entertainment, WWE's #1 tabloid news and rumors channel. All sourced, all significant, all pointing at different aspects. The same WrestleMania 42 build that has been the most chaotic and most discussed in recent memory. Now, story 1, guys, this is big. Rumors are circulating at this hour, at this time. And again, plans are always subject to change. Rumors and news can go in different directions. The WWE can always pivot. That's what I want to let everyone in right now. 6 stories tonight, but story 1, rumors are circling. Again, rumors that Roman Reigns may not be 100% heading into WrestleMania 42, And CM Punk could be dealing with some nagging injuries, seeing that he is older. Excuse me with the burp there. See, here on SeanzView, there's no AI, there's no redos, there's no re-records, there's no nothing. We give it to you authentic and natural and real because that's what SeanzView Entertainment is all about. So again, Roman Reigns may not be 100% heading into WrestleMania 42 and CM Punk dealing with nagging injuries, which probably doesn't come as a surprise seeing CM Punk's age. And the name being discussed to protect both men and the workload in their one-on-one match at WrestleMania for the World Championship, the whole dynamic might be changing, guys, because according to the dirt sheets, the websites, and the newsletters, Bron Breakker, who seems to be just about ready to return, potentially being added to make the main event a triple threat match at WrestleMania. Well, originally it was going to be Bron Breakker in the main event. Originally, before Bron Breakker went down with an injury, Bron Breakker was supposed to win the Royal Rumble. Remember that, viewers? Remember, yeah. Instead of Roman Reigns, it was going to be Bron Breakker winning the Royal Rumble. So could Bron Breakker come back to make it a triple threat match, or should it stay a one-on-one match, CM Punk versus Roman Reigns at WrestleMania? What direction, what do you want to see come out of that? Well, we got a pivotal story as concerns story number 2. Pat McAfee's WrestleMania discount ticket promotion moves tickets, but Sunday night is still winning without additional promotion. The commercial picture is more nuanced than either side of this debate wants to admit. And then we got story 3, and we're going to dive into this. We're going to go very deep into this, viewers. WWE is not. This is big, guys. This is actually good. I actually am. I back this. I'm in favor of this. The WWE is not restricting talent from speaking about Pat McAfee's segment amid the ongoing backlash. Yes, you heard that right. And what the decision tells you about where the power currently sits inside this company is significant. Story 4 and 5. This is confirmed according to the dirt sheets, the websites, and the newsletters. Now, Sean Sapp confirmed the injury timelines on Sheamus and Bianca Belair. And one of those updates includes a direct correction to a dangerous false report that needs to be addressed. Let's get to the story. Now, starting with the biggest story of tonight, because Roman Reigns and CM Punk both dealing with physical concerns 1 week before WrestleMania 42 main event is the kind of backstage situation that changes everything about how WWE approaches the most important match of their year too. And the solution reportedly being discussed is the last name most people expected to be part of this conversation. Let me give you everything that is being reported, and then we will walk you through exactly why it makes sense. According to rumors circulating within the industry, again, not confirmed, Roman Reigns may not be 100% heading into WrestleMania 42. The specific nature of his physical condition has not been fully disclosed, but the concern is real enough that it is being discussed internally. Now, remember, viewers, you got to keep this on mind now. Oh, wait, so we got breaking news coming in, guys. This is where we pivot. This is why we do multiple videos a day, guys. Hate to interrupt, but Pat McAfee's WrestleMania discount flops. Roman Reigns addresses retirement plans. Yes, you got that right. Roman Reigns addressing retirement plans. That is big and major to the report. Now, before anyone panics, ladies and gentlemen, simultaneously, CM Punk is reportedly dealing with nagging injuries of his own. Again, the specifics are not fully confirmed, but sources suggest he is carrying physical wear and tear heading into the biggest match of his return to the ring again. Now, before anyone panics about whether the performers are going to be unable to compete, let me be very clear. Neither Roman Reigns nor CM Punk is currently reported to be in danger of missing WrestleMania 42. The concern is not that either man cannot perform. They are going to wrestle. They're going to give a hell of a show. They're going to give you a main event worthy of WrestleMania. The concern is how to protect both men during the match itself, given the physical demands of a WrestleMania main event. And the solution reportedly being discussed is elegant in its simplicity. Add Bron Breakker and make it a triple threat match. Now, let me tell you why this solution makes perfect sense from every angle simultaneously. But again, viewers, would you want Bron Breakker added to the match, or do you just want to see a one-on-one match between Roman Reigns and CM Punk? It's about a decade. Guys, this match is about 10 years, maybe even more than that, in the making, okay? Now, from a creative standpoint, Bron Breakker is arguably the hottest young performer on WWE's current roster. He is physically dominant in a way that very few performers in the history of the business have been. And you add a triple threat match to make Bron Breakker in there, make it a three-way, gives WrestleMania 42 a genuine wild card, a third option for the outcome that nobody can fully predict. From a storyline standpoint, Bron Breakker being inserted into the main event of WrestleMania 42 with no advanced build is a kind of shocking last-minute addition that would create a genuine reaction from the live crowd in Las Vegas. Now, I'm going to say this right now. That announcement may not happen tonight on Raw. That may not happen until the night of WrestleMania. where CM Punk and Roman Reigns are in the ring. The bell's about to go off. They think they're going to go one-on-one. And then all of a sudden, here comes the game. Here comes Triple H with a major announcement. And that major announcement is that this match doesn't start without a third competitor, without another superstar. And that name, that person is Bron Breakker. Now, again, viewers, it all boils down to you. I act as if you guys are in the creative team, as if you guys are in the driver's seat here on Sean View. But if you were in the creative, if you were booking WrestleMania, would you keep it just a one-on-one match with Roman Reigns and CM Punk for the world title from the Red Brand? Or would you turn it into a triple threat match with Bron Breakker? And from a business standpoint, if Bron Breakker wins the World Heavyweight Championship in a triple threat match at WrestleMania 42 while protecting both Roman and Punk, taking the pinfall loss, WWE creates a new world champion, protects both of its biggest stars, and launches Bron Breakker into the top of the card in the most explosive possible way. That is not a bad result for anybody. Also, ladies and gentlemen, if Roman Reigns wins, and I know we got a lot of Roman Reigns fans, and that's fine. You're all about the OTC. You're all about the tribal chief, and I get it, and I understand it. However, you got to understand this. Do you realize that if Roman Reigns wins the World's Heavyweight Championship, you will not have a defending champion. You will not have a champion that will show up on every Raw. You will not have a champion that will show up on every PLE or pay-per-view. At least with CM Punk, he wrestles. He shows up. You know what I'm saying? Not every week, but he does wrestle. He does show up. He does compete. So, you know, Bron Breakker would take care of all of that because Bron Breakker would be there every week. Bron Breakker would be putting the title on the line. Bron Breakker would be defending his titles on PLEs and pay-per-views. So that kind of takes care of that. So I kind of like where that's going. Again, not a bad result for everyone. But again, viewers, this show is all about you. Now, we got breaking news on WrestleMania 42. And I want to give you the full honest picture here because both sides of this debate are being selective about the numbers, okay? The truth is more interesting than the entire doom narrative or the everything is fine narrative, okay? Because here on Sean View, we expose it, we leak it, we talk about it, okay? Here is what is confirmed, okay? Pat McAfee's WrestleMania discount promotion moved tickets. The promotion worked in the sense that it generated ticket sales actively that was measurable and real. But here is a detail that makes this story more nuanced than any headline suggests. WrestleMania 42, Night 2, Sunday, is currently performing and winning in the attendance picture without additional promotion. The Sunday show is performing better commercially than Night 1 at this point in the sales cycle. Think about what that means in context of the Pat McAfee story. The night Pat McAfee is most directly connected to, the Saturday Night 1 show, is involving the Randy Orton Cody Rhodes build has been most prominently featured, requiring a discount promotion to move tickets. The night where CM Punk Roman Reigns main event lives, Sunday night, Night 2, is winning without additional promotional push. The audience is voting with their wallets. And what they are saying is that the wrestling on Sunday night is more compelling to them than the celebrity involvement on Saturday night. That is not a coincidence. That is the audience telling WWE the same thing that they have been telling them on social media all week, with all the down votes, with all the dislikes, with all the dissatisfaction, with all the emotion, just in the language that corporate structures understand most clearly, money. Now, again, it's not just about Pat McAfee. It's also about the poor build. It's all about the storylines. You know, it's just about the intrigue this year just doesn't seem to be there. Now, WWE is not restricting talent from speaking out about Pat McAfee's segments on SmackDown and him being inserted into the Randy Orton Cody Rhodes scenario. This story sounds like a minor backstage policy update on the service, but the decision that WWE made here tells you something very specific about the internal power dynamics of this company right now, and I think it deserves more attention than it is getting. Here is the confirmed report. WWE is not restricting talent from speaking out about the Pat McAfee segment amid ongoing backlash. Talent are free to address it, free to have opinions about it, free to discuss it publicly without fear of corporate consequences. Now, in the TKO era, that decision is not small. That is the same company that edited CM Punk's promo on their official social media when he called out Ari Emanuel over ticket prices on Raw. This is the same company that has been documented through confirmed reports as inserting itself into creative decisions at a corporate level all week. And yet, when it comes to talent speaking out about the Pat McAfee situation, WWE is standing down. There are two ways to read that decision. Reading one, WWE genuinely believes in talent having a voice and is demonstrating that belief by not silencing the conversation around a conversational segment. Reality two, story two into this. WWE's leadership is using talent freedom around this specific topic as a deliberate signal, a way of allowing these organic criticism of a TKO-mandated creative decision to accumulate publicly without WWE's fingerprints on the pushback. In other words, Triple H does not have to say the McAfee direction was wrong. He just has to not stop the talent from saying it. and the talent are saying it, which achieves the same result without Triple H ever having to publicly contradict a TKO corporate decision. This is a sophisticated internal politic, and it tells you exactly how much creative resistance is currently being organized inside the walls of World Wrestling Entertainment. Now on to 2 major injuries and 2 huge returns, according to the dirt sheets, the websites, and the newsletters. Now we circle around to this, because there is corrections that need to be made about a report that circulated around injury situations and returns. And I want to address it directly because the original false claim was generally irresponsible reporting. Now, according to the dirt sheets, the websites, and the newsletters, by way of a Q&A from Sean Rossap, here is what he confirmed. Bianca Belair was never expected to miss a full year. She did not expect to miss a full year either. Her recovery timeline has been longer than originally anticipated, but the situation is being managed, and she is progressing. Now, here is the correction that needs to be made clearly and without anything. It was reported from someone in the know, and it was addressed directly in a correction that she was not at risk of amputation. Again, Bianca Belair at risk of amputation. No, that was false. The claim was not accurate. It was not sourced correctly, and it caused unnecessary alarm for Bianca Belair's family, her colleagues, and her fan base. In professional wrestling reporting, the difference between covering real injury situations reasonably and sensationalizing them irresponsibly has real consequences for real people. Bianca Belair is a performer. She is also a human being, and a false report about amputation risk is not a ratings win. It is a failure of basic journalistic responsibility. The accurate update is, and this is why here on SeanzView, if I get something wrong, I come on here and we say, all right, we got it wrong. Here's the update. Here's what's going on. Here's what's changed. Here's the latest, okay? Listen, we'll call it back and say, all right, we got it wrong. We got it wrong. I'm not perfect. I'm not God, all right? However, the accurate update is that Bianca Belair is working towards her return. The timeline is longer than expected, and she is not at risk of anything as catastrophic as what was being falsely reported. Now, it's also been confirmed during the same select Q&A that Sheamus, former world champion, former WWE champion, former main eventer and headliner of WrestleMania, Sheamus, is still expected to remain out for several more months. The injury is a shoulder issue, and of course, Sheamus being older in age, it's taken him a lot longer to recuperate and get better. Now, ladies and gentlemen, Sheamus will be back. The timeline just requires patience from a fan base that generally appreciates what he brings to the product every single time he walks through that curtain. However, expect this and anticipate this. Once Sheamus does return, expect it to be his final run with World Wrestling Entertainment. Now, ladies and gentlemen, 3 questions tonight, and I want real answers in the comments, because without you, there is no SeanzView, we assure you. First, Bron Breakker added to the WrestleMania 42 main event as a triple threat, best last-minute addition in WrestleMania history, or does it hurt the Roman Reigns and CM Punk match? Second, WWE not restricting talent from speaking about Pat McAfee in the storyline. Is Triple H playing smart internal politics, or is this genuinely about talent freedom? Third, Sunday night, 2, winning out without having to give any more promotion, while Saturday needs a discount to move tickets. And this is a WrestleMania that was announced with John Cena being the special guest host. Now, ladies and gentlemen, I want you to drop it below. I read every single comment. I heart it. I like it. I respond to it. I react to it. Subscribe to SeanzViewEnt Entertainment and ring the bell. WrestleMania 42 is in Las Vegas, and it is just days away. It is right around the corner, and every update is going to matter, ladies and gentlemen. We are going to leave you on the edges of your seats. The brash and the brazen, where we always brew it up to you, even if it's old school. Subscribe.